it's a little bit fishy, it's a little bit chemical industrially. It has this very distinct smell that you probably would want to take home with you every day, but these guys do.
First thing she says when I get home is take a shower, so I'm assuming it doesn't go away too well.
Regular people, they love what they do. And it's like, why do you love it? Exactly, explain to me, what exactly do you love about it?
There's no BS to it.
They love it.
The other element of the show was the Old Guard and the stables that the Old Guard runs. And the Old Guard is the ceremonial Army unit here in Washington that does many things, including funerals at Arlington. And the horses are used for the funerals. And horses, being horses, make a lot of horse poop. So there is actually a lot of dirty work involved in the care and feeding and nurturing of horses. And they have a whole routine where it's part of your job every couple of days to go in there and clean out the horse poop.
You know, putting a camera on the ground after a horse walked by and left a steaming pile of that, again, smell-o-vision would have worked just fine. They do, from picking up horse manure to the most honorable duty, which is walking somebody to his resting place.
There's a lot of parts, a lot of the parts to the machine, every part has to work, and some of them are obviously not glamorous. That's not a job that you would want to necessarily brag about to the parents, but it's a job that absolutely has to be done. If not, the whole machine grinds to a halt. And these guys go out and do it. They get it done.
It was nice to be able to highlight these type of people that do those jobs and don't get a lot of thanks for it. Mission of Music was a show dedicated to military musicians. A day in the life, whether it be ceremonial duties, touring, concerts, a military band member's job is to provide music.
Music has a way of moving people. It's part of our lives. It's part of everything that we do.
It's a common language, and everybody understands that.
I really do love to play, and serving my country, I'm witnessing history and meeting some wonderful people.
Kind of consider ourselves cheerleaders for all those folks that are taking care of business for the nation.
Music in the military goes back to the beginning. There was a purpose and a reason that percussionists and drummers were on the battlefield. We didn't have the communications that we do today, and so every sound they were making, every signal, served a purpose and told the troops what they needed to do on the battlefield. A common misconception is that they enlist and then join the band, so to speak, but these are people that are all trained classically as musicians. They go to prestigious conservatories, and they audition for each and every chair in each of the service bands.
Take off the uniform, put tuxedos on them, and go for it. You know, they can play in any symphonic orchestra.
And what blew me away is that most of the military musicians that we interviewed hold either master's or even doctorate degrees in performance. That's huge. First time in the Marine band history, or any of the service bands, that there's been a 3-generational family span. And it started with grandfather, and then it was father-daughter, daughter meets husband in the band, they have baby band member.
That was a fun assignment, just to see the passion, the dedication. These guys get up every day and they do something that they love, and their faces just glow as they play.
See we one another clearly, we know who we are.
The real military is a look at how Hollywood can and does work with the Pentagon to produce films with military themes.
Hey, we can support this if you do this. They come back, well, we really want to do that, and it's just kind of a give or take.
It's the best backlot that I've ever been on.
Get your hands off of my bike!
As far as I'm concerned, this is movie magic.
These soldiers are members of the 69th Infantry Division, the Fighting 69th as it's been known since the Civil War. Many of them are veterans of Iraq, but tonight they'll all volunteer to appear as extras in the blockbuster movie I Am Legend starring Will Smith. It's set in New York, and they'll be acting as crowd control during a fictionalized evacuation of the city.
It was 20 degrees when the sun set. It was one of the coldest, most miserable days I've ever spent in this profession, which I dearly love.
The action is very sporadic.
Mommy, they have guns! It's okay, baby, they're in the army like daddy.
Action scene is when the director called action to the point where they stop rolling film is maybe 15 minutes. But there was 2 hours of pre-setting stuff and 3 hours dismantling stuff after. But in order for me to convey it, you can't convey calm. You have to convey the action, so you need to sit there all day to wait for that action.
There is a scene in the cut program. There's a helicopter and you see spray coming towards you. And imagine it was 15 degrees. You're standing just on the other side of that camera, and this 15-degree mist settles on you. It was horrible. It was horrible. I get a visceral feeling seeing that shot, and I don't usually viscerally respond to shots, but I still respond to that shot. But it was an interesting program to do, and I think it contains a lot of interesting information about how some of that stuff gets up there on the screen.
To make our nation stronger.
It's a matter of pride for those who participate in the production of the movie.
Whether taking you behind scenes involving the military on a Hollywood movie set or introducing you to a young Marine fighting to survive a combat wound, everyone on the Recon team works hard to bring you stories that matter. Stories that inspire a deeper understanding of what it means to serve in the U.S. military. From the courtyard at the Pentagon, I'm Tech Sergeant Ryan Hoke, and this has been Recon.